Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of Our Kind of People, Season 1, Episode 6. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am Lady T. I like to do reviews on scripted reality shows as well as scripted shows. If you're returning, you're one of my peoples, welcome back. So, we don't have any comments from last episode, so we're just going to jump right in. This was another good episode, in my opinion. So Daddy Franklin, he didn't had his heart attack last episode, and he's having like a near death dream, and he's talking to his brother. They on the beach, they all white and whatnots, and they talk about what's going on. And next thing you know, his heart is hurting, so he gets to collapsing and whatnot. He had several was it a near death? I'm guessing it's like a near death experience that where you seeing your loved ones who have gone on before you type of what situation. He was going through that throughout the whole episode, and I was like, yes, because all the evilness that you have done in your past is catching up to you, and your brother is letting you know about it. But it's in his mind still, anyways. Nikki, she is having a hard time with the fact that the father she thought was a one night stand is actually alive. Now, I can't even be mad at Nikki for being mad at Angela. Because, I would be mad too. Like, you told me my daddy was dead and he is well alive. Granted, he was in prison and was going to be in prison for the rest of his life. And we couldn't have, we can have a relationship. I could visit him. We can write each other. But it wouldn't be the same as, him walking me when I get married, seeing me graduate and all my accomplishments. It wouldn't be the same. But I would also be like, my mama must have had a reason to do this. But that's where I'm going with things. But, the nurse come out and tell them about Daddy Franklin. And Leah thought that she was just going to go all by herself and ask some questions. But Angela's like, you ain't keeping me out the loop. I want to know what's going on with Daddy Franklin as well. hmm the head wrap that Angela's wearing, I want to learn how to do that. Now, I have seen so many videos on YouTube of how that these sisters be wrapping their hair up, and I just can't get it. Cannot get it for nothing at all. And I was just looking like, man, if I could wrap a hair wrap like that, I probably wouldn't rock my natural hair. It would be always under a hair wrap. It probably would. But I was like, man, that is so cute. Now, to me, at this point, Alex is doing everything in her power to get up under Leah's skin. Because, she part of the press and everything, but she's still mad that Daddy Franklin and Mama DuPont is the reason why she ain't with the man that she want to be with. And granted, she was, asked to take Daddy Franklin down. And if I could hurt the woman that I feel is living the life that I should be living, oh yes. Because she's like, how are things going with Daddy Franklin? We heard this is going on. How is that going to go for the company? Any questions? She's front end of the center asking the questions. And it was like, yeah, I'm going to dig at you because you live in the life I want to live. And I mean, I can't. Alex didn't come to the town on her own. Raymond sought her because he wanted to take Daddy Franklin, out. And he didn't know the circumstances of Alex leaving. But now that she's here and telling everything, oh, I'm going to take y'all down if I can. That's what I'm going to do. Y'all threaten me and my family? Oh, yes, I'm going to enjoy taking y'all down. Angela, hold on. That seems like I had a lot more to say. Angela believes that Raymond been out here leaking information to Alex. They on the elevator and she just holding it in and she just whop off and punches him because Alex got on there. We heard that Daddy Franklin was taken in by ex-employee and an ex-convict. And we find out that that ex-convict is his new recently discovered daughter Angela's baby daddy. She didn't use those words, but I'm gonna go with that. So Angela's like, it's one thing to go after Daddy Franklin, but you're not finna come over here being up in my face. Well, not in my face, but you're not gonna be out here not gonna bring my daughter into the mess that is going on. That's what you're not gonna do. So she hauls off and hits him because, for whatever reason, she was lurking around. She may have just been outside and like, I need to give me some air. And she looked over and seen Raymond getting in the car and was like, "What you doing over there, dude?" And seen him get in the car with Alex and seen like they was cozy and seen that they was kissing. So she was like, this what you're not gonna do. I saw you in the car kissing Alex. And Lee was like, I know you lying. Was you in the car kissing Alex? Ooh, my voice was just like, we're not gonna do this. You don't know what you're talking about. I can explain. How can you explain that you was in the car with your ex-wife and your lips touched? Explain that to me, sir. Acquiring minds want to know. Hmm. Granted, Alex is the one that kissed him, and he did like push back, like I got a family and I love my wife. But still, you put yourself in that situation. So Alex, being a reporter lady that she is, and she famous out here in these streets, seen the doctor. She's like, "Oh, you went to Howard?" He's like, "Yeah." She's like, "I went to Howard too." He's like, "What? I'm a big fan of yours. Can I get a picture?" And she's like, "Yes, if you tell me about Daddy Franklin." So I'm like, "Sir, did you really doggone it risk your doggone license, your job, and I believe could be your freedom to give Alex information on Daddy Franklin? Did you really do that?" Because next thing you know, we see Alex. Yes, I was briefly married to Raymond DuPont, son-in-law of Daddy Franklin, who, his daughter Leah is married to Raymond. Yes, I have some information that the public needs to know. Daddy Franklin is suffering from Parkinson's disease. Yes, how is that bad? Buy for, I can't get my words. How does that buy for the company? The company's future. I just thought the public should know. Leah, she already mad as fish. She hot as fish grease, and she mad that you was in the facilities of this lady, and it already seemed like you've been leaking information, and you didn't told about my daddy's Parkinson's disease. First of all, I thought you said that he didn't even know about it, but anyways, I would be mad too. It's like, how is it this woman found out all this information? You gonna make it setting up these meetings with this lady? I'm looking side eye with you. So she's like, I need you to get up out my house. Say, see, Raymond, you was over trying to take Daddy Franklin down. Now you didn't mess up your whole situation at home. Just because you wanted to get your company back. Child. We had this scene where doggone it, Aunt Piggy, she just straight up lied to Tyreek. Cause he went to, Daddy Franklin's house and was like asking, like, hey, housekeeper lady, you've been working here for a while. Do you know a dude named Darius? She was like, yeah. Your girlfriend, her auntie, she might know about him. She was around here back in the day. So he goes over to ask Aunt Picky about Darius, and she's sitting there making her drink like, nope, I ain't never heard that word. Mm-mm. I don't know who that is. And I'm like, Aunt Picky, you doing a lot of lying. A lot of lying. You lied about who Angela's daddy was. It looked like you had some mess going on back in the day. Now you're lying about Darius. I like you because you played Angie on All My Children. But you playing this role and I'm not liking this for you. But I can't expect all my actresses just to be a good person. They gotta venture out. But I'm like, it's not looking good for you, Aunt Piggy. It is not looking good for you at all. So that was basically it. We did have this little scene where Lauren came over there to talk to Nikki. She was like, look here, granddaddy's sick and I'm putting a lot of things in perspective. I love my daddy and I couldn't imagine myself not having my daddy in my life. Maybe you should give your daddy a chance. Maybe you should read these letters. 'Cause she got in like Nikki. She's going through things. I just found out my daddy's alive. Then I found out he was in prison for murder because he was out here trying to make some money to support me and my mama. Well, she didn't know that until she read the letters and how, you know, once she was born, is like how this little person could have my whole and complete and utter heart. So yeah, she was able to read her daddy's letters, and I don't know if it's like this episode, but well, on this episode, Angela did like cut Nate's locks off because he said he did the only reason he grew them is like a act of rebellion. That's the only thing that they cannot control about him. But it looked like she was like cut those locks off and then was starting some new ones. That's what it looked like to me. But anyway, so y'all, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, for $99. Make sure your notifications are on. So when my beautiful face puts up a video, you can click on it, you can like and share with your people, and you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people, tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.